क्या राहुल, आपकी आवाज कट रही है। Okay, let me ask someone. Yeah, Tek Chand Deshwal. आप कैसे आए बड़ौदा?
Sir, this time I booked my own ticket.
You booked your own ticket with your own money, huh? और अविनाश 361, अविनाश हेलो, हाँ यस, टेल मी, आप कैसे आए बड़ौदा? आपको पास मिला था, ग्रीन पास। आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है, देखिए आपने अनम्यूट तो किया अपने आप को, बट देयर इज सम प्रॉब्लम इन। ओके, देवव्रत, टेल मी 367।
Sir, actually I came via flight because direct train was not available.
Not available. Gautam 377। कोई तो आया होगा जो ग्रीन पास यूज करके आया हो, रिजर्वेशन करा के या फिर उस अथॉरिटी के जरिए। हाँ चिराग बताओ।
Sir, last time I booked ticket on the green pass that we were given. I was on EOL. So for once from coming from home to Irin Nasik, I used that pass, and I think that was a first class pass. And it has two portions. One was kept by the person at the counter, and the other was kept by me. And it was a first class pass. That is the only thing I remember.
Yeah, it is nothing like two portion. The two portions are in PTO, privilege ticket order, not pass. Anyway, and which class could you travel with that pass?
So in normal trains, I think second AC is allowed, but
Yes.
for Rajdhani and Duranto, third AC.
Third AC, and how many tickets?
Just one.
One path. Okay, fine. So the first class pass, which is green in color, in almost all the railways, not almost all the railways, the green color pass is first class pass, which enables a railway servant to travel in second AC in the Mail Express and Mail Express train. Whereas in Rajdhani, there are restrictions regarding number of berths to be booked on green pass. But now you should know that since all of you are in Group A gazetted service, all of you are entitled to white color pass, which is first class A pass. The difference between first class A and first class pass, so far as its physics is concerned, the paper, the first class A pass is in white color and first class pass is in green color. There are other added benefits to the first class A pass, for the gazetted railway servant, and that is the luggage entitlement, a number of berths that can be booked, etc. We will see in detail. But none of you told me about the PTO. What is PTO? PTO क्या है? PTO pass, someone told that PTO pass. What is that PTO?
The privilege ticket order?
Oh wow, it's a correct answer. Privilege, correct answer. And what is that? You need to pay something?
Sir, I think one third of difference of fare is to be paid.
Good. And how many PTOs you are entitled to in a year? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How much? How many?
Six.
Okay. Yeah. Come on.
I think it is 6, sir.
You are a bit closer to the answer. Earlier, it used to be 4 before 1987. Thereafter, railway servants were offered one scheme of widow passes. At that time, 2 PTOs were permanently asked to surrender to come over to that scheme. And thereafter, whoever comes over to railway, whoever joins railway, are entitled to 4 sets of PTOs. So we all are, including myself, entitled to 4 sets of PTO and 6 sets of privilege passes. What are other benefits? See, as long as you travel on duty, it is absolutely free. Whether you travel on by road or by rail. Okay, I have opened the presentation on pass and PTO, your traveling benefits, traveling entitlement. Benefits and as well as your entitlements. But before I show you the entitlements or the benefits of this traveling facilities, I would like to introduce you to some of the basic things which is very essential to know by each and every railway servant so that he doesn't fall prey to the the checking squads or vigilance department, etc. So it is essential to know the rules regarding pass benefits or the free traveling benefits, because you had pass and PTOs. Whatever pass you are using are directly proportionate to some money value. First of all, and there are some basic definitions you need to know, you need to understand it. Like, what is called family? Who are the family members? Who are the dependent family members or the dependent members? How many dependent members can be included in pass? What if my father is not alive? Can I avail pass in favor of my brother, my sister, my mother, widow mother, etc.? So these all aspects are covered in this session, and it is important for you from the point of examination also. You may be asked some questions. I'll of course share this PPT with the group, and I insist that you should at least go through it once. Along with this PPT, I'll also share one latest Railway Board circular indicating the entitlements of all the gazetted, all the railway servants, not gazetted, gazetted as well as non-gazetted. And it's a latest amendment in the pass law. First of all, let's understand what is the family, what is the dependent meant under this rule, and whether these rules are applicable to which category of employees. So far as permanent railway servants are concerned, it applies to all. So the first slide in front of you is regarding the applicability of the railway servants pass rules. Except the following categories, the pass rules are applicable to all the railway servants, whether it is temporary or not. apprentices who are appointed under the Apprentice Act, casual laborers, and those who are excluded by general or specific order. Now, what could be the general or specific order? We will see when we see some of the schemes as well as some of the other rules pertaining to the traveling facilities. Okay. Is this slide visible to you? Hello?
No,
Also not visible.
it's not visible.
Just a moment. There is some problem connecting to the network. This is what is the, yeah. Now you should be able to see the slide,
Yes, sir.
right? So first of all, the applicability that accept the following categories, that is apprentices, casual labor, and those who are specifically excluded from the pass facilities are all are covered under the pass rules. As I said, whether it's a permanent railway servant or a temporary. For pass rule, probationers are considered just as permanent railway servant. Then there are definitions. You must understand, you must know this. First of all, the adopted child. It is alphabetical, and that's why adopted child is on the first place. Adopted child means a child for whom there is a satisfactory proof of adoption. You know that some people adopt the children, and those adopted children are also eligible to avail the pass because they then become the part of the family. But unless and until a proof is given to the office, the child cannot be included in the pass. The attendant means a person who is exclusively employed on salary for the personal service of railway servant. Now, who this person could be? He or she could be either a maid servant or some other servant who is exclusively employed, and you pay that person some salary, right? There is some consideration every month, right? And it makes a relationship between you and the person, and that person can be termed as attendant, and attendant can travel along with you, whether you are going on privilege pass, I mean free pass, or whether you are traveling on a duty pass. But there is restriction that attendant can only travel in second class, not the class in which you are traveling. Number 3 is the dependent relative. Now, dependent relative, first of all, let me tell you that as long as father is alive, no blood relation can be dependent on you, can be said to be dependent on you. This is a constraint under the pass rules. We all regret all this. Because as long as father is alive, mother, brother, whoever, I mean, whether they are studying, they are not able to earn their livelihood, they all are not considered as dependent. But When father is not alive, then mother, including divorced mother, they are dependent. Unmarried sister, widow sister. If for unmarried sister, there is no age criteria. For widow sister, there is no age criteria. For step sister, as long as she is unmarried, there is no age criteria. Legally divorced sister, there is no age criteria. But for a widow sister and a legally divorced sister, there is a criteria of dependency that they should be dependent on you. Now, how can a person be dependent? There is a specific definition of dependency, which is decided on the income that widow sister or legally divorced sister is having, the monthly income. In railways, there is a scheme of CGA, that is compassionate ground appointment. And in case a widow is appointed in place of the husband who has died, then widow mother-in-law, not mother, widow mother-in-law can be dependent on that widow. Means जो एम्प्लॉय जो गुजर चुका है उसकी मदर जो कि विडो हो वो उस लेडी पे डिपेंडेंट कहलाएगी. So these all are dependent. But accepting the unmarried sister, there is, and stepsister, there is income criteria, including this widow mother-in-law. You must know what is the dependent criteria. But before that, there may be some other person who may be dependent. For example, brother, stepbrother under the age of 21 years. But there is a condition that he should be co-resident and wholly dependent on the railway servant. Now, if these two criteria, I mean the co-residency and the dependency is not fulfilled, then the brother even if under 21 years of age cannot be said to be dependent. Invalid brother of any age. Now invalid से मतलब है, invalid means medically invalid, who is not able to earn his livelihood. The brother who has attained the age of 21 years can also be dependent, subject to the condition that he is a bona fide student of an recognized educational institution. So these are the conditions. If you have any doubt, I am opening the chat box here. You can put your questions and I'll open the question answer sessions at the end of the session and reply to all the queries. You are also free to unmute yourself and ask something if you want. Okay. Now, the definition of family. Who could be the family member? First of all, spouse. Now, spouse, whether earning or not, whatever amount he or she is earning, she or he is dependent family member. So, husband or wife हमेशा एक दूसरे के पास में रहेंगे as a family member. ऐसा नहीं कि husband and wife both are railway servant, एक को पास मिलेगा दूसरे का नाम उसमें नहीं रहेगा. Both can avail passes for each other. Son or sons below the age of 21 years, they are family members. and wholly dependent, यहाँ पर भी dependency criteria है. देखिए. Then in family, son or sons above the 21 years of age, those who are, what if they are 21 years of age? Then he should be a bona fide student of a recognized educational institute, or if he is engaged in any research work and do not get any stipend, right? Scholarship, yes, there is some exception in scholarship, but for stipend, if he is earning any stipend, then he is not eligible. Invalid on appropriate medical certificate by the railway doctor, medically invalid. And if a son is working as an articled clerk with a chartered accountant. So all these sons who are above 21 years of age can be included in the pass. Whereas for daughter, the criteria is as long as she is unmarried, she is dependent, whether she is earning or not. यहाँ पर earning criteria है ही नहीं. Okay. Widowed daughter can be a family member, provided she is dependent on the railway servant. Similarly, legally divorced daughter who is dependent on the railway servant can be family member. See, in both the cases, dependency criteria is applied. If this daughter is earning, she cannot be dependent. I mean, legally divorced daughter or a widow daughter. If they are earning, they are not dependent. And the earning criteria, I will show you in the next slide. What is the income limit? What is the earning criteria? Recognized educational institution की भी definition है. It means a school, college, university or institution which is recognized by the government for imparting educational training. Right. Dependent means, you know, in government, we are, I mean, all the procedures, rules, we are working in a very much rule-centric environment. So we have to be abide by, unless and until these rules are either modified or say relaxed. Okay, we have to be strictly abide by all these rules, and that's why it's very important that you know all these things. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts, please keep on raising your queries in the chat box, or even as I said, you are free to talk to me anytime during the session. Okay, I'll never mind if this session goes beyond the prescribed time limit. We will arrange some other session, no issues. But please make it clear to your mind whatever is taught here, right? Dependent means, now who is the dependent? Look at this criteria. If the income of the person whom you say to be our dependent should not have an income more than 15% or 9,000 plus dearness allowance. Now dearness allowance at present is 17%. You may be knowing. So 9,000 plus 17% or 15%, whichever is more is the important word here. If the income exceeds the more of this, I mean either 15% or 9,000 plus DNS allowance. Okay, 15% of basic pay. So for now, 9,000 is more than the 15% of your basic pay, because your basic pay for now is 56,100. So obviously 9,000 is more. So if a dependent, that is supposing a widow mother, is having pension of rupees 9,000, right? Till then she is dependent. But if her pension say exceeds 9,000, supposing her family pension fixed is say 9,000 and even a single rupee, then she is not dependent on it. But after some time, when you are promoted to senior scale or JG, obviously you would be drawing much higher pay than what you are drawing now. And whenever your pay goes beyond 60,000 basic pay, you can look at the pay matrix or the level when you would be reaching this pay. Right, whenever you cross this limit, go beyond this limit, obviously 15% will be more than the 9,000. Right, at that time she can be included as dependent in your pass. I hope this is clear. If you want any clarification, you can unmute and ask this question. Someone has already asked a question in this regard. Father is not a dependent person, and as long as father is alive, a mother cannot be dependent. So Ravinder, father and mother both cannot be be beneficiary under the pass. Okay, so I hope this is clear to each and everyone, and if not, you can still ask questions in the chat box. Chat box is open.
Sir, it was not audible. Can you repeat again?
Okay, Pratyush. See, here is the income criteria for a person to be dependent. If your basic pay, 15% of the basic pay is more than 9,000 rupees, and the income of your relative whom you say to be dependent is less than that amount, then he or she can be dependent. I'll repeat again the other way. Consider 15% and rupees 9,000. Whichever 15% of the basic pay or 9,000. Whichever is more is to be taken into account for suppose the amount which is arrived is say X rupees, right? Is X rupees. Now this X is to be taken as either this or this, whichever is more. 15% of the basic pay or 9,000, whichever is more is to be taken as X. Right. Now if the income of the dependent is more than this amount, X value, then she is not dependent or he is not dependent. As long as the income is less than this, less than X, then he or she is dependent. I hope now this is clear to all. I need your response in the chat box. Pratyush. Anyway, let's go ahead. Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir. I understood. The internet was not good on my side.
Okay, fine. These are the class of entitlements. Group A and B officers, they are entitled to first class A passes. I have already talked, and first class A PTOs also. Rest of this is not relevant to you, so I am not going into detail. Kinds of passes that you can avail are duty passes, privilege pass, school pass, residential card pass or residential school pass, a widow pass, and special passes. So these are all the kinds of passes. There are 6 major kinds of passes. First of all, let us see the duty pass. I'll mute for half a minute. Want to check. Okay, so duty pass either may be metal pass or a duty check pass. Now, if the railway servant is a gazetted railway servant, like you people or Group B officers, they all are entitled to the metal pass. And metal passes are of 3 kinds: silver pass, gold pass, and bronze pass. Let me check if I have my metal pass. The duty check pass, I'll show you each and every kind of the passes here on the camera. Yeah. All the junior scale and senior scale officers are entitled to bronze pass. This one. Junior scale and senior scale. Up to senior scale, bronze pass is given. Up to JAG. Up to JAG. Now JAG also includes this selection grade, non-functional selection grade. Silver pass can be given when a railway servant reaches to the SAG level, senior administrative grade, and that is level 15. Gold pass is meant for the general managers, FC, finance commissioners, members of the railway board, and the chairman. Right. Here is a metal pass with me. If you can see, I will bring it to the camera, near to the camera. And that is the number given on the metal pass. Right. एक रिंग है जिससे इसको हैंग किया गया, राइट। अगर ये खो जाता है तो इसका जो जुर्माना है वो बड़ा भारी है। हालांकि ये ब्रॉन्ज मेटल का, आई डोंट नो वेदर इट्स अ ब्रॉन्ज और ब्रॉन्ज कोटेड, बट इट्स वैल्यू इज मोर देन 3.5 थाउजेंड। सिल्वर पास का और भी ज्यादा है, गोल्ड पास का और भी ज्यादा है, इट्स मोर देन 15,000 आई थिंक गोल्ड पास। एनीवे, whenever you get it, इसको संभाल के रखें, because the moment you are posted you will be issued this pass. और भी मैं passes आपको बता रहा हूं, वो है first of all check pass. ये आप मेरे हाथ में जो भी passes देख रहे हैं, whether it's a yellow color, green color, white color, ये व्हाइट कलर जो है फर्स्ट क्लास ए पास है गेजेटेड ऑफिसर्स के लिए, एंड दिस इज रेड कलर पास. सो दिस ऑल पासेस आर चेक पासेस. These are called check passes. पेपर पे जो मिलता है. These all are going to be obsolete because of HRMS module, which is under implementation, and many railways have already implemented the HRMS module. I mean, pass module on the HRMS. Right. So these are the check passes, and this is duty card pass. I hope this is visible to all. मुझे आपका response चाहिए. Please unmute your mic.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can see this.
Visible है?
Sir.
Fine. और यहाँ एक फोटो लगती है. Good.
8 feet early होती है.
Yeah. So this all is going to be obsolete one day. This is PTO. कोई बता रहा था कि एक पोर्शन ले लिया, एक पोर्शन अपने पास रखते हैं, वो केवल PTO में होता है, पास में नहीं. इसके दो पोर्शन है, एक एम्प्लॉय के पास रहता है, दोनों ही आइडेंटिकल है, दोनों में जो मैटर है दोनों में आइडेंटिकल है. डेस्टिनेशंस रहते हैं इसमें, फ्रॉम टू, राइट, एंड अवेलेबिलिटी ऑन विच रेलवे. दिस इज PTO. ये है किट पास. मेरे पास ओरिजिनल नहीं था, आई हैव kept as Xerox. Kit pass. Okay, it entitles a railway servant to carry the kit, household kit, while on transfer. We will discuss it in detail. So I show you all the passes. Earlier, you know, when there was a constraint in supply of passes, there was provision of a wire pass. I mean, wire pass means just a handwritten pass with the stamp and signature of the supervisor, used to be given on duty to the employees, and they could travel on that pass. But that has all gone because of the enough supply of the pass and PTOs. Okay, duty card pass, let me again show it to you. This pass is given in lieu of such check pass, because this check pass entitles a railway servant to travel only once, to and fro. Whereas if a duty card pass is issued, you know, it obviates the need of the issue of the again and again issuing such check passes. So the person who need to travel frequently, they are issued duty card passes, and this remains with the employee always, as long as he or she is posted at that station, right? And such passes, I mean, card passes are generally given to the supervisory and even to the lower rung of staff who need to frequently travel, like our track maintainers, like our JEs who are working in the either signaling department, electrical department, or you know, the helpers who need to travel frequently along with the craftsmen, you know, technicians, senior technicians. They all are given such passes, duty card passes. I'm not going into much detail of it. And residential card pass is also of the same type. So let's go straight to the privilege passes. Privilege passes, when said that it is a privilege pass, it is meant for the serving railway employee, not the retired. For retired, even if it is a privilege, it is called the post-retirement complement pass. And the entitlements after the retirement remain the same. How many passes after retirement are entitled, we'll discuss later. Privilege passes are issued to the serving railway employees and debitable to the pass account. See, In the beginning of your pass account, you are credited with the 6 sets of passes, 6 full set of passes. Let me correct myself. 6 full set of passes. When I say full set means you are entitled to travel to and fro, jana or ana, dono side. If it is a half set pass, then only the onward journey or the return journey, as the case may be. School passes are also of the privileged kind, but they are in addition to those 6 sets of passes. And school passes are given to the for the children who are studying outside the headquarters of the railways. Group C employee, they are, non-gazetted Group C employee. They are entitled to 3 sets of passes, but up to 5 years of their service, they are entitled to only 1 set of privilege passes. Right. But they get 4 sets of passes since their inception in the service. PTOs, 4 sets of PTOs. Like Group A and B officers, they get 4 sets of PTOs since beginning, means since appointment. There is an important rule regarding dependents. How many dependents can be included in a pass? See, as a rule, not more than 2 dependents can be included in the pass. So dependents can be 2 or less. Right. So this is the first rule. The other rule is if a single dependent is included, then the total member of the pass in a pass that can be included cannot exceed 5. So this is another rule. The maximum dependents that can be included is 2. Railway servant may be having more than 2 dependents like widow mother, a younger brother, younger sister, right? So in such cases, either ये तीनों में से only 2 member, either brother sister or brother mother, sister mother can be included. So, and if even a single dependent is included, the total member cannot exceed 5. There is no limit as to number of family members. अब यहाँ dependent or family member, we have already seen what is the difference between dependent and a family member. So, as long as all the members are family member, means spouse, son, daughter. That's it. Now, daughter can be stepdaughter, son can be stepson, right? And those who are below 21 years or above 21 years of age, with all those criteria we have discussed. There is no limit as to number of family members. 5, 6, 7 बच्चे कितने भी हो, सारे ही आ सकते हैं पास में, कोई इश्यू नहीं. I hope this is clear. Why this is being taught to you, let me tell you. See, by mistake, if you don't know this rule and if you include all the 3 dependents, right, without any intention, bad intention, and supposing if Babu, who is seeing the past, is also not knowing this, and if such irregularity comes to the knowledge of audits, then there is a certain recovery of the excess pass away. Access means access to the in the number. एक टिकट का पैसा जो पास की जो वैलिडिटी है and the distance and the destinations, both the destinations from to and from, वो recovery हो जाएगी. And that's why it is important that you know all this. Apart from the privilege passes, there is a provision of school pass for the children who are studying outstation. Now here again, there is no bar as to number of children. Please remember. But the limit is according to the age limit or the income criteria or the dependency criteria is the only limit. As long as you have children, how many children doesn't matter. You can avail if they are avail school passes if they are studying outstation. 6 half sets of school passes are admissible in case of such children. In addition to 6 privileged set of passes, 6 sets of privileged passes and 4 sets of PTOs. ये बहुत काम में आता है जब बच्चा बाहर पढ़ रहा हो, because he need or she needs to travel frequently to the parents' residence. Up to 18 years of age, a guardian can be allowed for both the children, but in case of girl child, there is no age limit. Girl कितनी भी बड़ी है, उसके साथ एक guardian हमेशा जा सकता है. Now this guardian can be anyone. There is no restriction. A guardian can be your father, right? Your friend, whoever can be. Only you have to just mention the name while seeking the guardian's pass. And the pass is, the pass issued on school account will be a single pass, having the name of child and having the name of guardian. If a boy is above 18 years of age, then no guardian is allowed. Please remember. Now, onward and return journey of guardian is counted against half set only. Right? So guardian can go and come back 6 times. Whereas child only either go or come back 6 times. So guardian's journey will be 12 times from the school to the residence to the school. Right. Either the guardian goes to pick up the child or to drop the child to the school. There are certain conditions associated with availing school passes, that there has to be a vacation of at least 3 days. And that is why a bona fide certificate is asked every year along with the calendar of the school. Some railways have already prepared bona fide certificates on their own. Only that a railway servant needs to bring signature and stamp on that certificate from the school. So unless there is a vacation of at least 3 days, school pass can't be availed. School pass can be availed from the either parent's residence. Supposing both the parents are residing at different stations. होता है ऐसा generally, कई बार होता है. So in that case, the child can avail the passes for the either parent's residence. Now, one more important point here to be added is one or two points, that even in case of a place other than the residence, such school pass can be issued. Now, when this is useful, let me tell you, when your child grows up and applies to, say, for the competitive exams, like for entry into the educational institutes like IIT, IIMs, and now many institutes, they consider the rank of either JEE Advanced or JEE Mains, like that. And so during the admission process, also such school pass can be availed subject to the distance criteria. The length of such journey is the criteria. That's it. It should not exceed the distance between the either parent's residence. This is the criteria. Right. We have already discussed about the stipend. If a child is getting stipend, he is not entitled to school pass. Break journey, yes. Here on the pass, let me show you. There is a column of break journey. If you can see, if you can read, there is a column of break journey here. So, how does it help? It can help days you can stay. Supposing if you have availed pass, you have issued a pass from Bombay to Delhi. You are posted at Baroda. Now you have got break journey, say from Bombay to Surat. Surat to Baroda is a break journey. Surat is a break journey. And the other side, in the north side, say Ratlam, Kota and Mathura are the break journey stations. So you can break your journey on those stations. Now there is no limit as to how many days you stay at a station, particular station. Now how does it help? That if you travel from Bombay till Baroda, right, and that pass can still be available to you to travel further from Baroda to Delhi, as long as it is valid. It has a validity, and the validity period, you must know that it is 5 months from the date of issue. Today is say 28th of October, and if you issue a pass today, it will be valid till 27th of March. November, December, January, February and March. So validity, as long as it is valid, you can travel on further from the break journey station. There is one provision made regarding the year-ending passes. You see, when there was no such provision, there used to be long queue or long waiting in getting the year-ending passes, because the passes lapse in December, right? But after making this provision, the passes of a particular year can be availed up to 30th May. That is the validity period, right? of the next year. So you need not worry about getting all your passes of 29 this year to be issued before 31st of December. Yeah, those 6 sets of passes, I didn't mention it. 6 sets of passes is for a year, that is calendar year, from January to December. And PTO also. But for the school pass, the school session will apply. The timing of the school session will apply. Okay. Yeah, so the passes of 2020 can be got issued and availed up to 30th of May. So it can be got issued even after 31st of December 2020. I hope this is clear to all. You see, in some area where employee could not be provided any railway quarter or so, and if he resides away from the office or the workplace, he can be issued residential card pass. But for such residential card pass, there is a restriction on the length of journey, or the blocks are defined for the purpose of residential card pass. So such card pass can be issued to the railway servant to enable him to commute between the residence and the workplace, and still he will be getting transportation allowance. Attendant is not allowed on a residential card pass. One more important point you need to know, that the attendant which is allowed on the privilege pass is not allowed. The dependent which you can include in the privilege passes, and the number of dependent, you know, that cannot be more than 2. So that dependent which can be included in privilege pass cannot be included in the duty pass. You should remember this. Now, after retirement too, you will be eligible for the post-retirement complementary passes. After having put in 20 years of service, 3 sets of privilege passes can be issued every year. Complementary passes to widows. See, I have already given you a clue about the widow passes, that before 12/3/1987 there were 6 sets of passes and 6 sets of PTOs. 2 sets of PTOs were permanently surrendered by the railway servants to come over to this scheme, and after this date, whoever entered into the service, they become already covered under this. Those who could not avail or could not opt for 2 PTOs surrendering 2 sets of PTOs, and if they have already died, then widow can pay only 250 rupees, which is only one-time contribution, to be entitled to the widow pass, and half the number of sets of the PRCP. These passes are PRCP. Supposing if a pensioner was entitled to 2 sets of PRCP, then widow will get half, that is 1 pass every year. And this PRCP or the widow pass, they can be availed from any station where the railway servant has settled. So after the retirement, a railway servant need not come to his office or the workplace to avail the pass. And after the HRMS introduction, I mean pass module on HRMS, it can be availed from any place, because it will be electronic, and you will be booking the passes, PRCP even, from mobile, from a remote place, and your pass account will still be wherever you retired. I had shown you a kit pass. So on an administrative transfer, not on request, on an administrative transfer, employee can either avail the kit pass or he can avail the mileage allowance for the road transport of the household key. So on a kit pass, up to 6,000 kg of household kit can be carried either on a goods train or a passenger train. Yes, it's 6,000 tons only. 6,000 kg of luggage up to the senior scale. And even above senior scale, it is 6,000. So on a kit pass, household kit up to 6,000 kg can be transported. Now, school passes, special kind of passes. Special passes are not debitable from the pass account, that is Railways Pass or the PTO account. These passes are issued as and when the occasion arises. Special passes can be issued on medical grounds, on sports ground, for attending court matters. Whenever government is a party to the physical handicapped person, passes to the Railway Cooperative Society Bank or SBF staff who are the member of such society, and on any other occasion which department or the railway or the railway administration gives. Right. But there is a laid down procedure for issuing passes in such account. See, the medical passes can be issued to the railway serving as well as retired railway servants when they are referred to the outstation hospital. And it is issued for the class he or she was entitled at the time of retirement. Or even if he is working, whatever class is entitled to can be issued by that class, travel by that class. Valid by Rajdhani and Shatabdi or Duronto trains. Break journey is allowed. For minor children, railway servant, the spouse, or even children, brother, sister, and a medical attendant who may be a family member are allowed, provided maximum 2 attendants can be allowed to travel with the patient. And the validity of the pass can be 1 week prior or 3 weeks after the appointment date. And it can be still issued 5 months in advance to make the reservations. See, on sports accounts, whenever there is a tournament, sporting tournament conducted by the either RSPB, Railway Sports Promotion Board, or the Railway Administration, or if it is recognized by the state association. In such cases, special passes are issued. And if any member of the team is entitled to first class pass, then entire team can travel by the first class. But these passes are not valid by the Rajdhani and Shatabdi on sports account. For attending courts wherever government is a party and railway servant is summoned, right, depose. In that case, special pass can be issued. In case of a physically handicapped person, the special passes can be issued along with the chair, wheelchair or the tricycle, or even a higher class pass can be issued if railway servants wishes. It should have a recommendation of CMD, and in such cases, even when an employee is entitled to say red color pass, that is the second class pass, he can avail one set of first class pass in lieu. This is a special provision. I mean this one. Here the disability has been defined. You can have a look at it. Not having one or two hands, not having one leg above or below the knee, not having both the legs. These are the disabilities defined. Passes to persons with disability. See, here is a special provision for those who are persons with disability appointed in railway. They need to have a CRC, that is Companion Requirement Certificate. So apart from a family member, any member can travel in the same class, right, along with the railway servant. Only that the CRC is required to be got issued from the CMS or CMD, and it is one-time certification. Any companion of the choice of railway servant can be included in the pass, and this companion can be in addition to the family members. Now this is the luggage allowance. First AC, in first AC 150 kg is allowed. First class or the AC sleeper 100 kg up to 100 kg, and AC chair car or second class 40 and 70 kg can be allowed. So against this luggage allowance, a cycle, motorcycle can be booked. So supposing if there are 4 members, then per member, suppose 100 kg is allowed, then up to 400 kg. And against this 400 kg, a motorcycle can be booked. And motorcycle is considered, motorcycle I mean two-wheeler. So it can be a scooter also. So scooter or motorcycle is considered to be 150 kg. Bicycle is considered to be 40 kg. Television set is considered to be 25 kg. Now, when this facility can be useful, let me tell you that supposing if you are going on a short vacation, you can carry your motorcycle or a two-wheeler along with the your family. 150 kg. I don't think that bike are more than the 150 kg, so it can be very well carried along with the family members. Only that you need to book that vehicle a day prior to your journey. You can go straight to the luggage or parcel booking office, and there you will find some luggage booking clerk. You can show your pass and book the two-wheeler or a cycle, and it can be loaded in the same train you are traveling. Or at the most, if there is no space, then it can come by the either the a train before or a train after. Passes to railway servants under suspension, yes. So, in case of disciplinary actions, when a railway servant is suspended, he can still be issued passes and PTOs if the competent authority is convinced that it is quite necessary to issue him or her such passes or PTOs. And the limit is half of the entitlement. That is, group A and B is 3 sets, minus already availed. Group C is 1 set maximum, minus if availed 1 set is not entitled to it. PTO in both the cases is 2 set. Validity we have already seen. One important aspect regarding route you must know that as long as possible the passes are normally issued via shortest route. But if there is a longer route which is quicker, then it can be issued from a longer route. Further, if there is, suppose there are 2 alternative routes like Bombay, here is an example, Bombay to Calcutta via either Nagpur or via Allahabad. Then you can avail the pass by any train, either via Nagpur or via Allahabad, irrespective of the distance. Okay. Similarly, the other example is Bombay to Delhi by either Central Railway, that is that Bina, Jhansi, Itarsi wala jo route hai wo, or the Surat, Baroda, Ratlam, Kota wala jo route hai. So by either route, Bombay to Delhi pass can be issued. Supposing if the via route is say more than 15% of the direct route, and if that route is weaker, then pass can be availed. Otherwise, the longer route should not exceed the 15% of the direct. Passes can be issued to the licensed porter also. Yeah, our जो कुली हमको दिखते हैं स्टेशन पे, they are also issued passes, but it is called the complimentary pass for self and spouse. Entitlement is only second sleeper, only 1 pass, and validity is the same. PTO, 2 sets of PTOs can be issued to such coolies. See, whenever a railway servant is on a long leave, he is required to surrender metal pass. But if supposing if he is going on duty and falls sick or for some urgency or for some emergency, he requires some leave along with the duty, then he can still avail that metal pass to come back. Means the leave in combination of duty, in case of leave in combination of duty, metal pass can be availed. He need not surrender that pass, he need not travel on his privilege pass. He can still travel on a metal pass. But the period should be considerably small. It should not be like a planned leave. अब 2 दिन छुट्टी जाए, 10 दिन, सॉरी 2 दिन ड्यूटी और 10 दिन आप छुट्टी साथ में ये कर रहे हैं, it cannot be permissible. This is of no use. There is one more facility added to the traveling benefits. In 2018, just 2 years back, Indian Railway has introduced this facility that by surrendering all the 6 sets of passes, a railway servant can avail All India Leave Travel Concession, which entitles the railway servant to travel by air. Yes, you need to see these rules in detail, All India LTC rules. Now, when it is said that all passes are to be surrendered, means all the sets of passes of a particular year. It cannot be like 2 year-ending passes and 4 passes of this year. All the 6 sets of privileged passes are required to be surrendered. Where husband and wife both are serving them, both of them have to surrender the pass. See. Here is one additional benefit that LTC rules are applicable, where father is also considered as a family. Now, these all rules are available on the website, and I have guided you in this slide how to refer to the pass rules. All these rules you can see in this website, indianrailways.gov.in. Go to Railway Board, Railway Board Directorates, Establishment Welfare Circulars, and to the pass rule circulars. Now I will show you the entitlements. सर एक क्लास चल रही है उसके बाद बात करूं सर Okay, let me share this screen with you. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so look at the entitlements of different level of railway servants. These entitlements are on duty. You can look at this. Duty. I will share these circulars if it is not visible. Even if it is not visible, don't worry. Just look at this, that Group A and B railway servants who are in level 10. So on your first posting, you will be in level 10. Your entitlement in the Mail Express train will be, you can see, on duty, your entitlement in Mail Express train in first AC is mentioned to be RE/D3. Now what does RE/D3 is? 4 berths for self and eligible family members included in the pass on payment of 1/3 of the difference between first AC and second AC. Since you are eligible to second AC, you can still travel in first AC along with your family members, but you need to pay 1/3 of the difference between first AC and second AC of the respective train. Now here respective trains means the trains other than the Rajdhani and Shatabdi, because For Rajdhani and Shatabdi, there is different entitlement. There are restrictions to the number of berths that can be booked. RAD 3 in first AC. Whereas in second AC, on duty, you can travel with your family, you can see, because you can book up to 4 berths for all the eligible members in your pass. Eligibility we have already discussed. Family member, dependents, but dependent can't be included in duty pass. I have already mentioned. So 4 berths in second AC. So obviously in 3-tier AC also. Right? Likewise, when you grow up to JG, you would be entitled to first AC authority. So you can travel, you will have at least 1 berth, you see here, in first AC for yourself. And RED1 से मतलब है 3 extra berth for eligible family members और 1/3 difference. यहाँ फिर 1 berth आपको already मिल जाएगा. So for the remaining 3 you need to pay the difference. 1/3 difference मतलब कि दोनों के बीच में जो difference है, अगर वो 300 रुपए हो रहे हैं तो खाली 100 रुपया difference बता. I hope this is clear. Similarly, look at the privilege passes entitlement on privilege passes. Privilege passes and post-retirement passes, their entitlement are same. Here again, look at level 10. Mail express trains. Entitlement, first AC RE3 in mail express trains. In Rajdhani Shatabdi, it is NE. NE means not eligible. On privilege passes, this benefit is not given. This benefit is available in duty passes only to the JG officers. Here again, not eligible. Up to JG or selection grade, there is no eligibility. NE means not eligible. Only after you reach the SAG, then you get this benefit. RE4, that too, what is RE4? RE4 means 1 berth for self or any other eligible member on payment of 1/3 of difference. So you can easily make out what is your eligibility when you look at this circular. I've just shown you how to look at the entitlements. Now I will open the session for question and answers. Let me first check the chat box. Srinu Kaniki has asked, sir, my father is not alive, but my mother is getting pension. Can she be considered as dependent? I have already covered this. If your mother is getting more than either 15% of your salary or 9,000, then she is not eligible. Otherwise, if she is getting only 9,000, then she is eligible. Akansh Vashishta. The answer is negative, because as long as father is alive, no one is dependent on you. Ravinder, I have already replied. Passes cannot be used to book ticket for father and mother both, because since father is alive, mother is not dependent. Here is an important question Amit Kumar has asked. Do we have to book the tickets? Yes, you need to book tickets using your duty card pass, your check pass or even a metal pass, because passes give you authority to travel free of cost. It doesn't give you berth or a chair to sit. So always you need to book a ticket, because unless you book a ticket, you don't get berth or the chair. For your air travel facility, I would say for now, no. Air travel facility is available only after you reach JG. Can I confirm a waiting ticket of my parents? See, in railways, there is a facility of the emergency quota tickets. But for that, first of all, you need to have a ticket with PNR number, and with that details, I mean, including PNR, you can give a requisition to the ACM or the DCM, right? The commercial manager. At every division or headquarters, there is emergency quota office, EQ office bolte hain, and it is always in the commercial section. So you can send your requisition there, and thus you can, for the near relatives, you know, you can always apply, and it is considered. It is considered, yes. Of course, there is priority laid down for the release of emergency quota, but many times we get confirmation for our relatives. Please don't misuse this facility, and never misuse the passes. Suchita, is that clear regarding 2 dependents and 5 maximum member? I think, repeated 2 times.
Sir, at that time, so there was some internet issue.
Sorry?
Sir, at that time, there was some internet issues.
Let me explain again. Please mute your mic. See, maximum 2 dependents can be included. Number 1, if even a single dependent is included, there is a restriction to the number of members that can be included in pass, including family member. That it cannot exceed 5 if you have included a dependent. If you don't include any dependent family member where dependency criteria applies, then there is no bar as to number of family members. Family member कितने भी ज्यादा हो, मतलब कि बच्चे कितने भी ज्यादा हो, they all are eligible. But if you suppose include your widow mother who is dependent, then the total number will be 5 only on a pass. The 6 sets of passes are the check passes, are called check passes. Now it should be clear to you. And PTOs also I have shown you. This pass, check pass, is for a single journey to and fro. It can be half set also. Champak Jyoti, I answered it for you. If you need to avail pass for your family, then you need to apply for the privilege pass. Yes, Pratyush, now after implementation of the HRMS module, it has been said that by using those e-pass, electronic pass, the digital pass, you can book the ticket through IRCTC website. That has been said. I have not yet booked because it is quite new for all of us. Avinash has asked how many times and for which purposes duty card pass can be issued. Number one, duty pass can be issued or can be used only for the purpose of traveling on duty, right? Not for traveling on leave. If it is misused, there is severe penalty of misusing your card pass. If you have a duty card pass and if you misuse it and if you are caught, then there is severe penalty. So be aware. I think Akash has still not understood the criteria of dependency. Take a value X, and if X and X is either 15% or 9,000, whichever is more. 15% of the basic pay or 9,000 plus DNS allowance, whichever is more. And if the income of dependent, not father is not at all dependent. Akash, can you hear me? I have repeated this quite a number of times during this session. Father is not at all dependent person, even if he is not earning. अच्छा निजम को सीता ने को ऊपर से तो क्या नहीं सारू okay Vaishish Kumar has asked so please give few examples of each where duty pass, privilege pass and PTOs should be used. See, privilege pass and PTOs can be used when you are on leave, you are on holiday. So it is for your personal use. Duty pass, I have already mentioned that when you are traveling on duty, the duty pass can be used. If you need more clarification, you can please ask. You can unmute and ask. Amit, is this clear? The procedure to use the pass is okay, fine. See, either if HRMS module is already say functional in your railway, whenever you are posted, then you can use that module and book your pass electronically, just like you used to book your tickets and you would get an SMS. Here you get a QR code or the number of your pass, right? In other cases where this module is not functional or not, introduced in your railway, you can give an application on a piece of paper, which is a prescribed form, and on that application basis, you can receive pass on the next day. Now, what is to be filled up in the application form? Let me tell you. Your name, designation, your basic pay is to be mentioned, or and level. Level is very important because passes are directly eligibility of the passes are directly proportionate to the level, which level you are working. So level is to be mentioned. Then the destinations, from and to destinations. If it is a full set pass, then from and to, then again to and from. Right, onward journey and return journey, both you have to mention. If you don't want the full set of pass, you need only half set of pass, then struck up the remaining portion. then the number of stations you need break journey is to be mentioned in the pass application form. And the family members for whom you want to avail the pass. So the family members means spouse, children, their age, and if any dependent. And I have already mentioned that if you include a dependent, it cannot be more than 5. So this is the procedure. After filling up this form, you can submit it to the pass clerk and have a pass issued on the next day or the same day. We have a criteria that we give pass within 24 hours. So is this procedure clear? Amit, Pratyush?
Yes, sir, it is clear. Thank you.
See, during training, if you want to travel in the nearby places, you can avail your privilege passes. So from here, yes, you can avail the passes with the recommendation of your CD. But looking to the present situation, it is not advisable to travel outside the headquarters. In all other cases, of course, you can travel outside the station, outstation, using your privilege passes. If you are, say, suppose sent on duty to other CTI or some other places to visit, then you will be either given a common duty check pass for a group in groups, or if you have already, say, this duty duty card pass, then you can use that card pass. I'm not finding any more questions. Can we apply for EQ online? No. In any NIR, there is a facility of applying for EQ online using your IRTPMS module. There may be this facility available in other railways, but I am not sure. In NIR, yes. You see, you can apply for EQ even from any other places other than your place of posting. Supposing if you have a batchmate, you are supposed posted at Bombay and your batchmate is at Delhi, and your parents are traveling from, say, Delhi to Bombay, right? Then you can request your friend, your batchmate at Delhi, to apply for your parents for an emergency quota there on your behalf. So it is quite common. Any other question? There is no limit as such laid down for availing the EQ facility, but it always counts on you. How many times you are using? See, if you are using it very frequently, then you can be a suspicious person. There may be a question mark that you are not misusing this facility. To check. Okay, so never ever misuse it. Or otherwise, there will not be any value of this benefit to you as well as others. Any questions? Any more questions? Okay, so I'm closing this session here. And I will send someone of from you. You are in FP2, I think.